Mick Foley, car accident. You saw the photo.
Yep. He is lucky. He is one lucky man. Because I've seen a lot of accidents, not that look that bad, and people got killed. And he probably missed death, but this far. Maybe something missed his head, missed his knee, missed his chest. So, but he didn't get hurt and is actually going back on the road. So, congratulations to him. But where was he when he had this accident?
Yeah,
In Tennessee.
I don't think he wrote down where he was. I can try and find it out for you, but I mean, how many wrestlers have had car accidents? I mean, like, Mick is on the road constantly still, and I think he's nearly 60 if he's not 60. And I mean, is he pushing himself too far? I mean, who know? He didn't even say how the accident happened, whether it was his
Okay.
fault or somebody else's.
He's on the road for what? He does a comedy tour
Yes, yes.
and he does that. But that's not like being on the road as a wrestler either, because being on a road, if the way we used to run it, we would get in town say we get in town at 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, you got to check in and go to your room. And for the guys who wanted to work out, they'd have to get up about 9 o'clock, go to the gym, run back, get out of the room by 12 and go to the other town. Say it could be 200 miles away. And you'd get there about 4 and you could check in, and then you go and you stay the whole night at the arena, and you come out and you do it all over again. That was day after day after day. And even though if you're flying, you still got to go to the airport, check in. It's still time. But you hadn't really, even on a WWE schedule, you didn't have a lot of time to yourself. You might have had a couple hours, 3 hours, and they would spend that at the gym. Me, however, I spent it like this. I was stretched out telling, don't knock on my door until it's time to knock on my door, and I'll be expecting you. But yeah, Mick is very, very lucky, and I'm glad he did not get hurt
Severely,
because,
anyway. Yeah, I mean, he had bad knees and a bit of a concussion and a sore neck and everything, but
well,
that could have been so much worse.
I'm afraid like for his neck, head, and his back, because that's a four 3,000 pound or maybe more piece of uh, equipment you're riding in, colliding with another one. So did anybody else get hurt in the other car? Do you know?
Don't know. There's very little information out there on it. I'm looking at the photo now, and there is a massive hole in the windscreen in the driver's side
Can you
as
show that
well.
picture?
I can do. Just bear with me 1 second. Where's his Facebook? Here we go. There we go. Yeah, pretty impressive damage.
Ooh, Barry, is that on screen now?
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. It's kind of small, but man, what went through that windshield?
Well,
It
that's what I'm
looks,
wondering,
it,
because it looked like it went in from the outside. I mean, it's not
yeah,
like his
sure.
head has gone in.
Well, something went in through there, and how much did that miss him? Plus, look at the hood is torn off, and everything is just disarranged or just mutilated in that engine. So he is very, very lucky. So, and you look at Mick there, he would fill that car up.
Mm.
So he didn't have a lot of room that it didn't touch him at all. So very lucky, and I'm glad he escaped that without harm. Oh my God,
Another
look at
photo,
there!
man. Oh, the wheels come
Mm,
off as well.
wow. So he hit another car, or another car hit him.
Well, there seems to be a truck behind, so I'm wondering if let's look at the first photo. If it was no, it wasn't. Maybe it was driving past, but I don't know. Maybe he could have just fallen asleep behind the wheel for all I know, or someone cut him up. Or, who knows? But it looks like he's hit the central barrier.
Yep, he hit something right in the center of that car.
Moving, and
So
once again, I think he's getting a full body scan as well. But yeah, once again, he says he's going to be making all of his dates as well. Dutch, I've got a question to ask you.
making a comedy tour is a lot different than making a wrestling date.
It certainly is.
Absolutely.
I'm wondering this about Mick, and I don't know if I'm just sort of cribbing ideas from the Shawshank Redemption of being institutionalized, but I mean, he's 60 or thereabouts, and I'm just wondering, why is he putting himself through, why is he putting his body through all that travel? Because travel wears you out. I mean, you know this far more than I do, even if you're not wrestling. Why is he still doing it? I mean, is he just like institutionalized to be on the road, and what's going on?
What do you mean institutionalized?
I mean, he doesn't feel right unless he's on the road constantly. Like
Possibly.
if you're institutionalized, like if you're in prison and then you become to rely on it and you can't function in reality, basically.
Well, that prison term I served, I didn't feel that way. No, but that could possibly be a reason he wants to be on the road. But it also might be because he's doing his comedy tour, so he's not damaging his body. So he just got a divorce too, didn't he?
Did he?
That's what I read.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, look it up.
Okay, pausing. Okay, this is from The Sportster. And apparently he said on his podcast, he being Rene Dupree, that Mick and Colette Foley are separated. And neither of them have commented on this one way or another. So it's merely a rumour coming from, of all people, Rene Dupree.
So do you know him?
Never spoke to Rene, no. Stevie is
so
good
are we back on air?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry, we started recording ages ago. So there you go. So that's what it is. Apparently, it's just merely a rumor that Mick nor Colette have addressed publicly.
Well, if he was divorced or getting a divorce, she may have cleaned out the bank account. Said, "What? Are you going with me?" And that isn't unheard of. And, all the money that Mick's made, that would be quite a chunk, I would think. Mm-hmm. And he may be, and I don't know what he gets for these comedy appearances, but I'm sure it's up into thousands of dollars. I'm pretty sure. Plus, he would sell his gimmicks there. So he could have some $10,000 nights, I would think. So he may want to go, and while he can still go and collect this money. Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard his comedy routine?
Never, no.
Really?
No, have you?
No, never have. But comedy means funny. I wonder, is it funny or is it just...
Maybe it's like spoken word kind of thing with some humour thrown in. Maybe it's not specifically comedy that he would describe it as. It's like, have you ever heard of Undertaker's One Dead Man tour?
Yeah, but he's not funny.
No.
He's not funny, and he just tells stories, I'm sure. Because, Undertaker was never one to tell funny stories or even funny jokes, really.
Wouldn't it be funny if The Undertaker came out and says, how about that food on Southwest Airlines, Waka Waka? And he actually starts doing a stand-up.
Oh, yeah. Talking about comedy and wrestling, are we going to talk about this? What's your name, Tony?
Next episode, that's on Ask Dutch Anything. We'll get to that this Sunday.
Okay. I love that.